School from 8:30 to 6 p.m. Going to the gym 5 to 6 times a week. And somehow still making time to create content? Seems impossible, but this is how I managed to do it all. While getting straight A's, maintaining a healthy diet, doing chores in house, and getting at least 6 hours of sleep. And tips on how you can do it too. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Rita, and if you're new here I talk all things fitness, wellness, productivity, positivity, and all things becoming your happiest, healthiest self. So check out my channel if you're into that. But first, stay around for this one because I'm about to share all my tips and tricks on how I balance the main areas of my life as a busy 17-year-old. So enough chatting and let's get into it. The first area, school. Most of you are probably wondering, if you're a high school student, why the hell do you have 10 daily school hours? Well, in my school, things are a little bit different. As you may know, if you have watched my previous vlogs, I study at a specialized arts high school in Portugal, which means that besides the mandatory classes on the Portuguese school system, we have extra classes, which on one side is amazing because we get to pick an artistic course of our choice and get a unique experience closer to what it's going to be like in university in that area. By the way, I'm in graphic design, but that also means we get around 8 extra weekly hours than most Portuguese students. Well, school is school, so whether you're blessed with a good timetable or not, you can't do much about it. So here are my tips on how I manage it the best way while still getting good grades. So the goal is to spend as little time as possible studying and working outside of school, and for that you need to be proactive. I know it's tempting to get distracted, but please make an effort to be present in class, participate, and actually learn while you're there. Learning while you are there makes it so much easier to study at home. And if you think about it, if you're in class but you're not paying attention, you're pretty much just wasting time. And wasting time is the one thing we don't want to do. So my main tip is to make the most of class, really. Another tip is to participate. When you participate, teachers love it, and it can boost your final grades so much. And it also kind of forces you to be present and involved in class. I don't know about you, but at least in my school, almost every teacher assigns us autonomous projects that we need to work on outside of school. When I find myself too overwhelmed or struggling with the due dates of those, I will choose to skip school on a day we have nothing too important to do, but dedicate the whole day to finishing those projects. And I know this isn't possible for everyone, but taking a very occasional skip day is a helpful tip to get ahead of work or get done things that have been pushed off. Another tip is that weekly I dedicate my Saturdays for studying, but in a way that makes it fun. As I've shown in previous vlogs, usually I'll take a walk around the city, stop at a new cool coffee shop, and get studying and work done there. This way I stay on top of my work, but not in a way that takes all the fun out of the weekend, by making it enjoyable for me, which prevents me from burning out. Second area, the gym. For the past 2 or 3 years, working out has been a huge priority for me, and that completely changed my life. I'm not going to dive deep into it on this video, but if you want, I could do a whole nother one just talking about how prioritizing fitness completely improved my life. That is just to say that the gym is really a highlight of my day, something I love and that I'm not willing to give up no matter how busy my school schedule gets. This seems like the most obvious advice, but in order to stick to a workout routine, you need to find what works for you. And that means really trying out different options. For me, that's going in the morning before school. Some people find it crazy when I tell them that I go to the gym at 6 a.m. before class, but genuinely, that's what makes me feel the best. Around a year ago, because of the opening hours of my old gym, I used to go after school at peak time, 6 p.m., and to be honest, it was completely draining. I wasn't looking forward to training anymore. I was constantly tired at school and at the gym. My night routine was completely rushed because I arrived home so late. And as the days started getting colder, rainy, and shorter, the last thing I wanted to do was to drag myself to the gym after a tiring day of classes. But then I made the change. I switched to a gym that's open 24 hours, started going in the morning before school, and the early bird inside of me was happy. Hey guys, Rita from the future here, but I totally forgot to mention that I recorded this video in the end of summer break, but now I'm heading into senior year, so that means there will be many upcoming school vlogs featuring my 5 a.m. morning routine as a gym girl in high school. So if you like that type of videos, please subscribe so you won't miss out on them, because that will be super cool and I can't wait to show you all that. So yeah, stay tuned. Now back into the video. And no, waking up early and working out first thing in the morning doesn't leave me tired all day. In fact, I am way more focused and energized at school, and that's because personally I am a morning person, so this way I am working with my body and not against it, if you get what I mean. Of course, healthy habits will also play a big role on feeling energized throughout the day. If you decide you're going to start waking up extremely early, you still need to make sure you're getting at least 6 hours of sleep, ideally 8. Be careful with caffeine so you don't become dependent on it and always experience that crash in the middle of the day. And of course, fuel yourself enough with nutritious food to make sure you can stay active throughout the whole day. Going in the morning also has so many benefits. For example, you get a moment to yourself before everyone else starts their day. If you struggle with consistency, in the morning it will be way harder to come up with excuses like, oh, I'm so tired, I've worked a lot today. And also, this way you guarantee that no matter how your day plays out, you have already done your gym session and no one can take that away from you. So my tip is to try to find a gym that is open 24 hours or very early in the morning, in a way that allows you to go before school and just try it out. Even if you think waking up early will be very hard or that you won't be energized enough in the morning, just try it, trust me. But most importantly, after trying out different routines, see what works best for you and stick to it. The third area, content creation. Every content creator will probably tell you that if you want to be successful, you need to be consistent, and that is so true. Most of the little free time I have goes to content creation, and I say little because outside of school and the gym, I also need to make time for my personal routines and get enough sleep. Unfortunately, that leaves me with only very few hours to put into content creation weekly, so in my case, the creative production do be kinda slow. Well, if I were in most high schoolers' case, I would put those hours of free time that I currently don't have to scripting, filming, and editing. So if you have a less packed school day and have the luxury of getting those extra free time weekly hours, just dedicate to your goal, and I'm pretty sure you'll be able to make progress fast. Because, as I said, consistency is the key. But well, I can't do anything about my school schedule, and I won't waste time complaining about the free time I don't have, so here is how I deal with it. Time blocking. If you don't know what that means, basically when you are writing out your to-do list or planning out your day, you can time block certain hours to dedicate to a specific task. It means that during the selected time period, you'll be 100% focused and won't be doing anything else besides the set task. For example, if you're off school at 6 p.m., you arrive home at 6:30 and you are free from 6:30 to 7 p.m. before you start your night routine, time block those 30 minutes every weekday for content creation. If you schedule it out like this, you'll make sure that every single day you have time for it and it will be easier to commit. By the way, if you're not already planning out your days or at least writing a to-do list the night before, you're missing out. But don't worry, I'll do a whole another video on it because truly that was the secret to boosting my productivity and making time for myself but also my goals every day. So stay tuned because I'll share all my techniques and tips. But now back to the content creation. My other tip may not completely apply to everyone, but it's to vlog. Imagine that one week you can't really make time to script and record with your whole setup and stuff. Vlogging is a good way to just get some content in while simply going through your day. And it's also pretty easy to edit. So even if you want to focus on another type of content, when there happen to be a few interesting and fun days in your life or ones that you're in a really great routine, consider vlogging, because if you happen to not be able to record your usual content, you'll have at least something always prepped to edit and post that will keep your channel alive. Now, if you really don't want to vlog, like that's completely not your thing, my tip is to simply record random bits of your day. Even if your channel consists only of informational, sit down and chat kind of videos, it's always good to add some clips of you to spice it up. For example, if you're doing a video on the importance of routines, add some clips of you doing your morning routine. If you're doing a video on the benefits of meditation, add some clips of you meditating, etc. It makes the video way more interesting than just 10 minutes of staring at someone talking. Now, something you need to realize is that you won't be able to prioritize everything, and that is okay. For example, last summer I was really in my running era. I made huge progress and my pace was amazing. But school started, I needed to change my routines, running stopped being a priority, and that had its consequences. But that's just a reality. Unfortunately, we can't dedicate to 100 things at once, so you'll need to pick out what's most important for you besides school and be realistic with how many things you can dedicate to at the same time. Now, to end off this video, I'll just add a few random tips without diving too deep into them about what helps me have more time throughout the week and make the most of the time I do have. First, I don't have TikTok and I limit my Instagram screen time, and I try to only reply to DMs, view stories and posts to avoid me mindless scrolling through reels. But of course, I allow myself to do that during the weekend because balance. Second, I always do a little Sunday reset where I plan out my week, take care of the laundry, organize my room, meal prep and all that, so I don't have to worry about anything throughout the school week. And third, I try to enjoy dead times such as commuting, waiting in lines, etc. to do things like reply to texts, my Duolingo, and even read a few pages of a book. Those little moments may not seem like much, but they add up to so much wasted time at the end of the week. So yeah, those are my tips on how to balance working out, school, and being a content creator while maintaining a healthy lifestyle, and how to manage your time the best way possible. But I'm going to be 100% honest, sometimes I get overwhelmed, my life feels chaotic, and that's just normal. Even though my routines aren't perfect, I hope you took some value out of this video, and thank you so much for watching till the end. If you're still here, Please don't forget to leave a like and a comment, I reply to all of them. And if you're into wellness, self-improvement, fitness, positivity, mindsets, and all those things becoming your happiest, healthiest self, please subscribe to grow with me throughout this YouTube journey so you can say that you've been here since the early days. Also, if you like to see aesthetic pictures and want to keep up with my daily life as a teenager living in Lisbon, make sure to follow my Insta, it's @bola-de-queijo. That is all for today, I love you so much and bye! See you on the next one!